SHUL, they can only watch from afar. They finally start taking the shots. Throw, try to take Diggs out of the equation. Drops him down to the ground. But it's all about the heel gun here to keep their members alive. Vitality somehow still surviving. Lion, they're the ones who can take them down because SHUL, they've cleared their path. Zog has been gone from Vota. And now Sebang with Della coming through. Help working out at the time being. But Vitality trying to go for the recovery. Can they do this? Keong and Diggs have to do this if Team Vitality need to be there. But Troll makes an entry. Keong back down. And Vitality will be taken down by SHUL. Amazing play. Shot called perfect by the Indian squad. And just with that knockdown, they earned their spot in the grand finals. No doubt about it whatsoever. Can they seal the deal with the Booyah though? Lions still in front of them. Yakov trying to get away. The lightning zone called out as well. They're trying to stop the Indians. And a double Mafia of the M590. It's TG still alive and kicking. They take their brothers down and they want a Booyah for themselves just to smile by the end of it. This looks like SHUL might have been taken down. And Total Gaming, they get their Booyah. But what a game this was to decide the teams who will make it into the grand finals. Total Gaming starting off the survival stage with a Booyah, ending the day with a Booyah. Just as a little bit of a dessert in down to the ground. The best that they could do in first game was just 7 points. One game in Bermuda, game 2, and then we saw them just try to scurry on in Nextera, but they could only afford those 8 points. Where it all turned around was at Solara when they gained their very first Booyah, hitting a 30-pointer, and that lit a spark in their souls, and they went on a run. A little bit of a hiccup on Purgatory, but Nextera and Bermuda on those games 6 and 7, you saw that the fight was alive in them. And in this final game, momentum, they had gone all out and they ran out of gas towards the end. The stark difference between SHUL and Vitality, how it came down. SHUL Esports managed to get only 3 eliminations in the very first game, whereas Vitality had 17 eliminations the very first game, and we end with a similar result. Here is the final top 4 chart, while Lion for Latin America, the only squad from Latin America at a total of 185 points, they make it through. And joining that is going to be 2 Indian squads, Team Apex Gaming and SHUL Esports, towards the Esports World Cup 2026 Paris Free Fire, and the club reigning champions, Falcons in the mix. With that, it is absolutely official. Today, this stage, the survival stage, was the stage for India. They showed us exactly what they're capable of doing out there, not just surviving, but making sure they take the equations out and they take the books, those notebooks out of the equation and throw those points needed to climb into the grand finals. But of course, we've got an interview on the stage, ladies and gentlemen. Let's bring Barney onto the mics. 11 teams were just thrown into the Lions' den because we have Lion here claiming that top spot in the survival stage. Congratulations, firstly. I want to get some thoughts from you guys first. How does it feel to step out of the survival stage, taking the top spot, moving into tomorrow's finals?
¿Cómo se siente salir de la dote de supervivencia y agarrar el primer puesto en cara a la gran final? No escuché nada.
O sea, ¿cómo nos sentimos logrando el primer puesto hoy día para la gran final? O sea,
Bueno, la verdad nos sentimos muy bien, contentos de que nuestro resultado haya dado logro. Entrenamos bastante, venimos hace un año todos juntos, obviamente entrenando y con programa Juaco, y creo que funcionó bastante bien. Es cuestión de solamente adaptarnos al celular y mejorar mentalmente y estratégicamente todas las cosas para la final. We feel very good. We've been training for a year. We had a new integration, and I think it's all about getting comfortable with the equipment, with the cell phone, and going all in for the finals.
Going all in. We have this debate going on, okay, in this, in the formats that whether or not it's better to go through the survival stage, win the survival stage like you have, and best to qualify directly to the finals, and then you have this kind of day off where you're waiting. You guys have just won the survival stage. Do you feel like you have the upper hand on the other teams going into the finals tomorrow?
Hay un pequeño debate que preguntan si es que es un poco más cómodo jugar en esta parte de supervivencia o haber clasificado en la primera fase y haber tenido un día de descanso. Ustedes que acaban de ganar en primer puesto del lado de supervivencia, ¿qué es lo que opinan? ¿Qué es mejor, ganar acá o haberlo ganado en fase de grupos y tener un día libre?
Y lo mejor es ganar en fase de grupo, ya que tienes un día más para descansar y prepararte mentalmente para la final. Creo que igualmente hoy día hicimos las cosas muy bien. Siento que podríamos haber clasificado el día de ayer. Lástima que no se nos dieron las cosas y bueno, así es lo que Dios quiso.
I think it's better to have been qualified in the first day because you have one more day in order to prepare mentally. I do feel we could have qualified yesterday, but sadly the things didn't happen to us, and well, that's how God wanted it to be.
And that's how it is. Gentlemen, we've got something very important to do. Follow me. Let's go around to the back of the crusher. Let's line up back here because it's time to do the fun part, okay? It's time to crush some keys. Right, it wouldn't be the Esports World Cup without doing this. So, I would like to ask, would you like to press this button for me? Yeah, you press the button. Yeah, that's right. Open up the crusher. Reveal the teeth. Yeah, one of them's already gone. See you later. Let's wave goodbye to that one. See you later. Okay. Who's going to pull this? You want to pull this? Okay, gently,
Fine.
just gently do it. In 3, 2, 1. Okay. I said gently. These guys are too strong. And with that being said, 8 teams have now been eliminated from the competition in the survival stage. But guess what? Tomorrow, it's going to get even spicier because we've got the finals. And so, with that being said, let's head over to the studio to round out the survival stage before tomorrow's finals. See you in a bit.
Lion doesn't want to do anything gently right now, Barney, because they have showcased that LATAM has what it takes to make it to the finals in that first place. And just to recap for everybody currently watching at home, we got Lion, we got Team Apex Gaming, Team Falcons, and SAUL Esports. Lucifer, I could hear the emotion in your voice. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if you ended up crying because hearing you made me want to cry. Seeing India being able to step up here at this stage. But now it's going to be time for the biggest task of their career, taking out those top dogs that have been waiting in the finals already.
Yeah, I mean, it's getting tougher and tougher for competition right now, especially with what we've seen. But I'm really happy to see as well as new introductory in the EWC circuit. Like India, like 2 teams out of India managed to pull through on the grand finals, and it's not like it. I would say that it's not often that we see that.
I mean, we asked for one team. We asked for just one. We got double. We got a buy one, free one, and for a very good reason. We wanted Lion to bounce back. They didn't only just bounce back. They finished at the top, and they even broke the lever with the, which is, I can understand that. But I think for me, the biggest heartbreak right now is for Team Vitality. They had such a good day. They were snowballing the entire way, and the final 3 game was what made the difference. They came into game 10 with 3 points ahead of SAUL. Behind SAUL.
Yeah, for Vitality, honestly, as much as we love saying you to keep going, because that is an org that is in the club championship. It's just back-to-back days where they were not able to do it. In a way, they ended up choking. And it's back to the drawing board for that squad to figure out what went wrong and maybe how to work on their mental. We've seen them confidence before, but just not what we expected there out of Vitality.
Yeah, you did mention about mentality. I think this is something that threw them off, especially in the final game. Same goes for